Hello, my name is Jeremy Hall, and I work for Breathitt County Public Schools. I teach elementary special education at Highland Turner Elementary School. Uh, I service students in grades 3 through 6, and the title of my PAN project is How do I use adaptive behavior data to identify strengths, areas of need, and use those to create IEP goals? So the current problem of practice that caused me to choose the topic, as someone that's new to a special education field, this is my third year. So I feel like that adaptive piece is a challenging portion for someone that's new or thrust into special education. It's challenging to write those present levels and then come up with a corresponding goal once that you've analyzed that data and you've looked to see where the student is at. So I'd like to learn more about best practices when writing present levels and create IEP goals that match what the students need. That's something that just really interests me. And um, as a special education teacher, I feel like compliance is always important to us. So I just want to make sure that in everything that we do, that we are meeting the needs of our students and that we're being fully compliant in doing so. Explain my project a little bit. So I'm going to explore that adaptive behavior scale used during student testing when they're evaluated for either a initial or a reevaluation process. I'm going to take a look at and show some sample reports and look at the data. And then I'm going to analyze that data to show strengths and weaknesses for that student. I'm going to create some sample goals that could be used and then look at the compliance document to make sure that everything is compliant in those present levels. So I'm going to be exploring, in a sample adaptive behaviors report, finding the strengths and the weaknesses that the student has, and then using those strengths and weaknesses to write a present level to create an IEP goal. My anticipated results, I'd like to be able to create some kind of a presentation, a pamphlet, a template that people could, or other form of media that could be used by my fellow teachers to be able to read that assessment and help them to analyze the strengths and weaknesses, and then correlate that to how the student performs in the classroom. I'd like to be able to have sample IEP goals that could be used for progress monitoring for them to use as well. So I look forward to being in the PAN and working this year. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to present my project overview.